Hello, everybody. This is Frogman. Welcome back to Compact Claustrophobia. In the last episode, we had a lot of fun making one of those guys, going through all of the automations and doing a whole bunch of work and just letting things work. And yes, when I said it took me about 4 hours to build that one single cube, it took right around 4 hours. I think it was 4.5 hours to get that built, even with all of the automations set up the way we could. Now, we could have doubled up on some of this stuff in here and made these guys do double duty while we were at it, but it ended up working out okay. We now have two of them, and we can now craft up to that size without a problem. That also means that most every single one of these other compact machines at this point, so if I need to make another large compact machine, it's a 5x5 craft with nothing but regular old giant machine compact walls. So we can make these things really, really, really simply now. I don't think we're probably going to need another one at this point, so we're just going to kind of keep going along and playing around and see what we have. So what I have been doing a little bit in between episodes is getting a couple of things done. So let me shut that off. We don't need that. Um, let's talk about some of the stuff that's coming up and some of the things that we need to look at. So, as I stated last episode, we needed to be kind of somewhat cognizant of making some end stone. And end stone in here is like, well, why do we need end stone? And it's for the next quest over, which is going to be for chorus fruit. So, chorus fruit, this one, this one, this one, this one, that one melted gets you the crystallized chorus chunks, which are going to get us the logic directors that we see in this spot right here. And according to the way that this whole thing works, you are supposed to take a crushed end stone and sieve it down until you get melon seeds, which I think I said last episode. And then you grow the melon seeds, and we do some kind of magical thingy majigger here with melon into resonant ender, makes the chorus flower. Well, I went ahead and made a stack of crushed end stone. It took me 63 pieces to get the melon seed. So that's a total complete waste of stuff. I just wanted to see how many it was going to cause to be, how many it was going to take before I was going to actually have to think about automating it. And we got really, really stinking lucky. So I went ahead and put one of those melon seeds in this system, this doohickey majobber right here. And we now have 36 of those things. So we can go ahead and put the wheat seed back in here, because I don't think we're going to need melons much past that point. So let's get out of here. That's just for a future thing that we're going to have to wait until after the high impact compactor to get done. So let's put all those away. That did not require me to automate much at all as far as glowstone, so I'm not going to. And until I find a need to actually complete the process of doing this and that, then we will. So the next step, which I think we're going to go after today, is we're going to go after this quest line up here for animals. I've had enough playing with the silliness. I've had enough playing with the fun stuff with this pack for a little while, so I'm going to try to see if we can't knock out this section. Now, we notice at the end of this line, we're going to see scientifically accurate is going to be fermented to make the emeralds, which we already have emeralds. We are going to go down that line. We're going to go ahead and do these lines just so you guys can see when you actually should have gotten certain things. So let's start with the next little thing, which is the bonsai jungle sapling. If we look into the quest book here, a bonsai jungle sapling this is a bit of cocoa crazy. This is a rare drop from dirt. Unless you feel unlucky, I'd recommend finding a way to automate this. I got one of these things a long time ago, and I kept it. So it's just one of those, you kind of sit there and you play around with the sieving or the checking of dirt until you get stuff. When we were sitting here waiting on stuff to grow and doing stuff way on early in game, I sat there and worked on doing scavenging of dirt for quite a while until I got it. So highly would probably recommend getting it because of this fact, or I should say doing jungles. Highly suggest probably doing the automation for them, because the automation is, where is it? Jungle sapling is a 0.5 chance. They're the worst one out of all of them. 0.5 chance. I looked at that now and I'm like, okay, well, we went this direction. So if you don't really feel like a 0.5 chance, there's always this one. This one is, a 5% chance. So once you have dirt automated, you can be sieving dirt through a regular old string mesh and have a 5% chance to get a jungle seed, which if you plant that turns into a jungle sapling. So I don't know if I ever showed you guys this, but we've had dirt automated for many, 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 many episodes in here. Because of the fact we created this, I expanded the cactus system in here that we're using to create the biomass. I also siphoned some of the excess off into a wooden barrel so that I can have dirt as I need it. Now, I didn't really feel like the need to actually do much past this, but it probably wouldn't take much to get that kind of return on certain things. And for that matter, any of those saplings and any of the other seeds and any of the other junk, if you're having a hard time scavenging things, this is probably going to be the easiest way to get this kind of stuff. So to include mycelium and pumpkins and things and cool stuff and cactus. If you notice, the melon seed is not in here. This is normally where you would find the melon seed. So that has been changed. Anyhow, let us get out of here and let us go to the next line of what we need to do, which is not in this cube. I'm going to put that away. Now it wants us to turn that into a regular old sapling. So we need a water bucket, which I need a bucket to do. I think we can do, that's neutron fluid water. All right, and that should just require us to put this down in a bucket of water. Now in the water, in the hole, not in the mess. I'm trying to not make a mess everywhere. That makes a jungle sapling. Yay, awesome. Where's my pickaxe? Now, the next thing it's probably going to want us to do is it's going to want us to get some cocoa beans. Now, you can grow cocoa beans off of any cocoa tree or jungle tree, or we can do something that I should have probably done a long time ago, which is it's time to start thinking about trees just a little bit. So let's look at a phytogenic insulator, which I don't believe we've made yet. Phytogenic insulators can be used to grow saplings. And if I use this in a phytogenic insulator, if I can, for Pete's sake, click the right button, this, there, in a phytogenic insulator, I believe we can grow trees, which should eventually give us some of this stuff. I thought we could get that in here. Can we not get that in here? Maybe we're not going to look at a phytogenic insulator? Oh, this is going to be painful. We're probably going to need to do that anyway just to be able to double those saplings up. So let's go ahead and make one of these guys. This is going to require us to get down into another different line of things, which is Lumium, which I don't believe we've ever made yet. So let's see about making some Lumium finally. How do you want me to make a Lumium? Tin, silver alloy, and energized glowstone. Tin and ingots. Let's just go ahead and do that. We'll go grab some tin and silver. Actually, I think it was the other way around. Well, we'll just do this. And we'll pop into the cube. That one. And toss it in this. So which one are we going to need more of? Lumium is one of the next things that we may have to look at. Geez, I cannot talk today. Automating, although we may just do large amounts of it now that we have plenty of glowstone. Okay. Good enough? All right, cool. Well, we can just go on about then do the next step, which is going to be creating some Lumium. All right, that to that. So 10 silver alloy is in here. We have 40 of those, and I should have lots of energized glowstone at this point, which is wonderful. Let's get a few buckets, which I think we should have about that many of them. And I want We done? No, but I think it was making more buckets. Alrighty then, and then we need our fluid infuser, which is currently being used for other things, isn't it? I think we have this being utilized somewhere else, don't we? Okay, so we need a machine chassis, advanced plating, and other stuff. So let's go there, and you can go away. So we need to do that. So advanced plating, machine chassis, servo mechanism. We need 4 of those. 1 of these. And servo, 1 of those. And we wait on all that to happen. Because I know that this is going to be something we're going to need to do because of this. the chances of me getting that sapling back if I don't get a cocoa bean the first time around are really low on jungles. Jungles are always really terrible. So I want to do at least have a stack of these things. And the one thing this is going to give me is 100% chance of that thing back all the time with an occasional possibility of another one. So sometimes, depending on what we use as far as the phyto grow, I mean, we can make some flux phyto grow. It's 150% chance, which means about every other time we're going to get a bunch of stuff back plus an extra one, which is fine. We're just going to do this for a little while. So infuser, are you ready to go? This. Nope, we need a bucket. I used all the buckets. All right, let's start this mess over. We're going to put you right there again. And I should just be able to do this. Yeah? Okay, cool. I should have just done this the easy way and put it in a tank, but... Come on, let's get everything down on the bar so we can put a few things in it. I want a bunch of this anyway. Alrighty then. That. Nope, you're full. All right, cool. Let's do this, and then we toss our little silver alloy ingots in there, and that's going to slowly make some stuff for us if we give it a hand, which is going to be those. So you can have 27 of those, and you can have that. And if we need to, we can make a bunch of this. We're going to need a bunch of this. Just going to put it like that. We're going to eventually need quite a bit of this. So we'll just let it build a little bit for us. And I'll go ahead and put that and that and that and that in there. And we can put all these back. Yeah, we're good at that point. All right, so let's make some trees. I need one of those. And two of these. And one of those. And that plus a machine chassis or a machine frame. Start. Thank you. There's a Phytogenic Insulator, which we have not touched yet, which is interesting. I figured by now we would have been into these. So let's put it right there. And then we need that augment, which means we're going to need an upgrade, which means we need to make a few other upgrades. Let's see. I have one of you guys already crafted. Let's make another one of those. Cool. Now, let's see. We have the Augment Nutrient Recovery, which means it has a chance not to consume the fertilizer. It has the Augment Sapling, which we need to do this stuff here. So we should be able to make an Invar, make some Invar. Go ahead and make a few of those. That. Do we have any Signalum left? I have 2. I think that's going to be enough to make a plate. Yeah? Where is that pressurizer? Oh, come here. Yep. Come on, get the right thing. You know what? We have the thing up here. Let's use the thing up here for fun. We haven't used the thing up here in a while. It's still here. Yeah, do this. Good old-fashioned plate press from Immersive Engineering. Thank you. Put that away. And then we need the, once again, I really should be putting this down. All right, we need the tree, so we need a piston. We need a servo. No, I want this one. And the tree thingy. We didn't make the gear. I thought that was an Invar gear. Did we not make any Invar gears? Thank you. Augments. Wonderful. Ding, ding, ding. And this with, do I have an exporter right now? Can I make one, please? And then we need to make some decently usable phyto grow. So we should have, I believe, some of this stuff ready to go. So this is going to be the rich phyto grow. We need to get to a rich phyto grow, which is going to be rich slag, niter, and other things. Or nitrate niter, rich slag, pulverized charcoal, nitrate dust, rich slag. Or I should be able to make that, right? Maybe. We might be able to work through this either way. We need to make some of this. We already have some of this other stuff sitting around, so let's make a little bit of niter, which, if I remember correctly, is going to be, I think that one will work. Dust into here, or pulverizer with sandstone into certain things. So let's grab some sandstone, which we should have a few pieces of sand, and do that with it. We just need to make enough to make this work. So do I have a secondary augmentation? The secondary sieve. That one, thank you. So we'll take that out and we'll put this one in, and you do that. And that should get us the secondary chance a little bit more often. Not a whole lot, but a little bit more often. That'll also make a mess out of my system over here, because that sand will likely go into this and not into the other. Although you lose a certain amount of sand every time you do that. So let's just go ahead and do that again. We'll make a full couple of stacks of that. That'll be almost all of the sand we own, and that'll all go back into that thing, I think. Where is it? Where did I put that? It's down here. I did say priority 10. Nope. I want to say, you should say in, out. Yes. Yeah. Okay, good. So it'll put it back in there. Decent. Alrighty then. So let's go ahead and make some phyto grow for right now. Cool. Can I make the next step? That requires rich slag. Rich slag is going to be one of those things we're going to have to do some janky silliness to find some one of these that is going to give us a reasonable amount of rich slag. 75% on regular stuff. Are we going to get anything? Probably going to be this again. Or that's 20%. That's 20%. 50% on stuff we don't have at this point. Sorry, just taking a really quick dive through this line. What was that 75? That's these are nuclear craft stuff that we don't have access to. So yeah, it's gonna be one of these again, an induction smelter, which these are okay. They're just no fun, and plus I really would rather have it do a little bit more than that. So we'll play around with that. Actually, I think we might be able to do, I'm really kind of losing my mind, pyro concentrators inside this would get us a little bit more. But that requires blazing pyrotheum. If I have to go down that line, I will. Let's make a stack of that for right now. We're going to put that in there. And you need some water, which you should be able to do now. So give me a bucket of water. And there. And we need to do this. Fluids. Give me the bucket of water. Thank you. Where did you go? All right. And that's going to slowly make trees forest for a little while. Now, we're going to do this for just a little bit just to see what happens. That should put a tree back into the thing. Okay, so that is our tree. And what I want to try to do is just make sure that this is going to be functional, which it currently is. We're working on making a few of these other little recipes right now, which those will clear up just as soon as we get done with it. Oh, I dropped it on the ground. That's where it went. Okay, whatever. Well, we're after some stuff, and there is a very possible chance that we can get that back. There's a very possible chance that we don't. So do we get any kind of sickles? We do get sickles. I wonder if it's worth even trying to make one of these real quick. Let's just do this real fast. I'll use a gold one. I think gold ones are just as good. We're going to go plant it, and we're going to go see what we get. If we're lucky, we get what we need. If we're not, we start this whole process over. Dirt. Kind of always working on the ability to do certain things. So put you in the middle, put you right there, and do the squat. Come on. Oh, I got a little one. Love it. I just want one tree. Sapling. Thank you. Okay, well, we get 2 back. Nope. Do it again. What am I doing? I have things automated, dingy. Hey, you have things automated. Well, we got another one back at least. Dig back down. Just relax today. Go. Well, I'm getting saplings at least. That's a good thing. Because we need to do some more stuff with these trees anyway. Not necessarily these trees. How the hell are we supposed to get this? Cocoa bean. Is there some kind of magical thing we're supposed to do for cocoa beans? Really? Really? Well, I mean, I know that if you grow one of these trees, eventually you'll get one. I do know that. But they don't seem to want to grow very tall. Well, I'm going to do this for a little bit since we're screwing around, and I'm going to be back with you guys when we get there. See, this is just annoying. There it is, right there. Well, that took longer than I figured it was going to. We did that for a little while, and then I went ahead and did the thing, which was I went ahead and got a little bit of sand and did this project, because apparently, for whatever reason, that's just a lead that goes down the wrong direction. I for sure thought and remembered that you could get cocoa beans by growing cocoa trees, jungle saplings. However, we can use this cool machine that we got here to duplicate those things. So we'll let them do that for a little while. I am going to use that system to set up a tree farm eventually so that we can do various things. We need the cocoa beans for a little silly thing called crafting a cow. So we're going to let this work a little bit while we do a few other things. So let me see, put that away, put this away. Jungle wood we don't need anymore. Dirt for sure we don't need. And the bone meal, actually those are in caches. Those can go away fine. There's certain things that are still tied to ex nihilo, which we don't hardly use ex nihilo at all in this pack, that at times just kind of gets a little aggravating. Let's make some wool, because I'm pretty sure we have some. No. Well, I got 16 string meshes. That's fine too. Don't need them. Make some of this, and that can go in the trash because I don't need them. You keep making those for right now, because I would like to make a cow today or something. So what's next? Who's the chicken? If you make a large puppet and really squeeze it, might come alive. Who would have thought? Chicken egg is a lot of wool and ender pearl and black wool, orange wool, red wool. That's gonna be interesting, I guess. I get to do some stuff. So we need, I do have some red dye. So this is, how many did it need? So now we're gonna have to pay attention to this thing. So I need the chicken egg. These are kind of fun. That's why I wanted to do these today, or at least get to that point with them today. Let's see, add that to the list. You can go away. I really have got to get better at using this. So use, no, R. We need 2 red wool and 6 orange wool and 2 black wool. So red wool, I need 2 of those, which that's expensive. Orange dye. Orange dye. Do I have any of that? I do. Six of that. Black wool. A black dye, black wool, black wool. We needed what? 2, I think? 2 eyes. 1, 2. And a bunch of this stuff. Did it say 64 or more than that? Hey, click the right button. Click the right button. Ender pearl, ender pearl, ender pearl, ender pearl. 1 chicken egg. I have no idea where we're going to do this. I guess we're going to do these in here. And this is going to be terrible because, again, it's me doing it. It's 3 deep and 5 wide on one side. Oh, that's right. How do you get those off? How do you get those off? Oh, this is that stupid thing that exists. That if you get tired of hitting the thing with the... Oh, crap. Well, that's nice. We'll worry about it later. We have plenty of wool. How tall is this thing? No. Over here are... I'm assuming that's going to be 5 tall. Looks like it. Yeah. So we are what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is the button? 3 deep except for a couple of spots. So the eyes are going to go... I hate doing things like this. It's fun, but that. More wool. Where are we? Is it hollow? That's one thing I don't like about this thing. One thing I don't like about these, that they don't tend to give you a good explanation of what's going on. I think this thing's going to be hollow, isn't it? Do I have any shears? Do I own any shears? No, I don't own any shears. Well, we're going to find out if it's hollow or not. God dang these things. So that should be that part. And then we need to do, let's see, turn your face around for me, please. Thank you. 6 underneath on the nose, and then these 2 in the center. So 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you screwed up because placing things too quickly, but that's fine. There is our chicken face that fits inside the 5x5 cube. Let's see if we were correct with the amount of things that we needed to make. Cool. I do not remember how to get that stuff off. I'll have to look at it. And a chicken egg. Wonderful. Yay. Cool. Let's get out of here. And do we have any of these leftovers that don't have anything of any kind of thing in it? Before you do anything, read it. All right, so that's going to we need to get an egg from a chicken. Oh, yay. So that's going to be a few hours then, probably. So there's a chicken and a vacuumulator, which I don't have any of these sitting around. How much of that do we have? We don't have hardly anything. Let's do that. And And let me see, that's a frame. Do we have that one programmed? No, we don't have that one programmed because I never really make it, although I've made it quite a bit. Okay, cool. Well, we'll go in here. We'll do that, and then we're gonna sit back and watch you do things, I suppose. We need to find something else to do for the rest of the episode. Instead of sitting here waiting on you. Oh, don't do that. All right, well, let's go back out into main base and let's take a look, or main cube here, and see what else we can do. I do not want to start working on this. We're going to save this for next episode. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it for just a little bit until I get that egg, and then we're going to move on through into the rest of this and finish this line. So I'll be back with you guys once he does what he does. Alrighty then, I don't know where we are at this point in time, but I took a little bit of time and made another chicken, and by the time that happened, we got an egg. So now we have 2 chickens, and we're going to be able to do a few things. I guess I probably didn't need to make another one, but I got bored, so let's go ahead and do the next step, which is going to be, we got the chicken egg. In order to get the padding off the walls or the ceiling or the floor, this is something you can do. It's like you can put that stuff down and not have to worry about smacking your fists in it anymore. We didn't bother to do with it because I didn't have the wool production, but yes, shearing off the wool will remove it from the wall. So the next step we need to do is we need to get out of there and we need to look at this. So we need to go back into unlimited dimensions. Cows are cool and milk is nice. There's a reason why I want the milk, and there's a reason why I want to go through this, because milk is how we make the slime balls. That's how we make slime balls. So we need a bunch of random stuff. I need gray and white and light gray, and yeah, okay. Do we have any more black? How are we getting black dye again? It's been a minute since I did it. That's black pigment. How am I getting black pigment? Black pigment is pulverizer charcoal centrifugally separated into water, pulverized charcoal. Do we have any charcoal left? Am I going to have to make some charcoal? Let's see. We have some trees. Let's make some trees into charcoal. Because we're going to need a bunch of it this time. Because we need to make a bunch of light gray dye. Or gray dye, I should say. Let's see. Also a bunch of brown stuff. So let's start with that. And we're going to go ahead and do this just so we don't run out of them. All right, so Mr. Spawn Cow needs 64 brown wool. Please tell me he gave us the nice recipe. He didn't. Did not. Love it. The normal recipe. You're making your charcoal. Let's do this. Make some more of that, please. And when I say mean the nice recipe, the 8x8 recipe where you take one piece of dye and it crafts 8 things into it, that's fine. I mean, got one of these. We're good. We got other things we got to make anyway. Just waiting on you. I guess I could put some augments in that, huh? We do have 1 or 2 laying around. Go. 6. Okay, cool. There's my stack of cocoa beans. Glad I automated wool a while back. What did you do? No. I want this here in this, and you can keep working. Thank you. All right, so use on you is going to be, yeah, see this wonderful recipe right here. Stack of brown wool, done. All right, so we need some black dye. which we don't have a lot. We need to make some charcoal, this stuff into water. And I forget whether this is a single bucket of water that does all of this stuff, or if it is I have to do this that many times. But we're going to need a few of these just to get through some of this. So tell me this is just that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go. Awesome. Nope. Pick the water up. We don't need it. And then we just mix that with a little bit of bone meal. So we need to be able to do what now? We need 2 black wool to do that. So 1, 2, there's his eyeballs. And then we need gray wool, 13 light gray wool. 13 gray wool is going to be what in the, hey, gray dye, light gray dye. Yeah, that recipe right there. So we need 13 of those, which is going to be too many, of course. And then I believe I need to do this, which is going to be how many here? 3. 1, 2. A regular dye. That's gray dye. Okay, cool. And of course, some white wool. So now let's do the wools again. Light gray wool, go. 13. Gray wool. We just needed 3. Not, we'll get some more. And that. Now I have to go do all of that fun stuff again in here. So what I did go ahead and do is I just went ahead and padded the bottom of this because it made the most sense to just go ahead and pad it. But yes, let's go ahead and build another cow. All right, it's going to be mostly brown. I love doing this. I am so poor at this kind of stuff. I went ahead and put the padding down just because it made it easier to deal with. And then we get into the fun stuff. Where is your recipe for this? I would love to be able to grab this spinny thing and look at it. So I need to actually already screw up down here. We need to do this. And I think it was light gray, then gray, right? No, R. Now we're going to catch it in the spin. Caught it in the spin again. Take a sip of coffee while it goes around. It's light gray, gray, brown, 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 white. Okay, so light gray, gray, brown, brown. Why does that look wrong? Because I put the black in the wrong spot. Okay, that's fine. We can fix that problem. Hey, give me that back. Starting to get there. All right, back again. That should be gray, I think, right? Click the right button. No, not that button. That button. Two browns above that on both sides, and brown in the center with a gray. So yeah, we're definitely wrong. Brown, gray. Then we do the horns. Come on, right there. Are you kidding me? I can I don't even want to try it now. I think it was something along the lines like that with this. We're going to look at it before we get off our. So he has a little bitty thing on one side and everything is all offset to the side over here. So this one. Think. Does that look right? 1, 2, 3. Is this thing 4 deep? Good God. I will be back when I get this built. Alrighty, I think I got him done. I think he's ready to go. I think all we got to do now is toss an egg on this. So Q. And we can have a cow spawn egg. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. I'm not a pixel art person. I'm not a person that likes to build stuff like that. So that's one of those impossible things. Plus, I'm sitting there trying to do it and talk to you guys at the same time. But yay, we got our spawn cow. And that means we can go on with the next thing, which is going to be milk drainers, which is not a whatever. I don't know. I don't care. We're going to get out of here. We're going to go back into, I think I'm going to do it in here with these guys. I think because we're going to be automating this guy and I shouldn't need a whole lot of space to do it. So we'll do that. Hello, Mr. Cow. Get me my bucket of milk times a bunch. Sorry. All right, out of here, slime balls, slime blocks. All righty, slime blocks, slime blocks, slime blocks, slime blocks, slime blocks. Let's get this done so we can finish this episode. That is a mushroom into a barrel with a bit of milk, and we can call that done. So I should have a mushroom around because we had to have mushrooms for other things. I grew them off of some mycelium, and I do think I probably have a barrel around somewhere. I do. Wonderful, great, cool. Plunk, milk, mushroom, slime block. Hi. Are you going to do that every time? I hope not. I'm going to have a problem if you do. I guess we see. Oh, great. Oh, love it. Whatever. Anyhow, slime blocks. We can work on the rest of this, but the next part is basically going to be taking this and turning it into emeralds using diamonds and a piece of graphite block with a fission reactor moderator, which graphite ingots are stuff we've already played with and done, or I can just do this. Thank you. Now, that is going to be something we'll probably end up doing anyway. I wanted to go down this pathway because slime balls. It has been up until now, this entire time, that we have not had slime balls. Now, you know, you're not going to necessarily need a lot of slime balls aside from possibly anything that you may need to be purchasing or building or doing things and stuff with sticky pistons, which is, you know, your kind of deal. How do you get there? How do you build? How do you kind of thing? There's a reason why they gave us a sticky piston early on in game, is because that sticky piston is supposed to go into the usage of the computer craft stuff. So there we go. Cool. I'm happy with that. This, again, I could do this. We can easily do that. You can just see what time it takes to do that. We just got to sit there and play with the milk and that thing and do all that kind of stuff. I am going to probably lightly automate the production of milk. And that production there, just lightly, just enough so that we have a few slime balls on hand should we ever really need them. But I think for now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm good to go with this episode. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.